Hello my fellow weirdos. Today we will be making a lot of barbecue sauce, and in another video my brother will be trying them all to determine which one he thinks is the best. So make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on that awesome possum video. First one is citrus barbecue sauce from DoTERRA themselves. This one I actually found on their Facebook page. We're going to need these ingredients. Now dump 3 cups of ketchup into a blender, followed by 2 cups of brown sugar. I like to blend as I add items because it makes me feel good. But if you got a cool blender, you can just throw everything in and blend at the end. After that, we need 3 cloves of garlic. Then we add 1 cup of diced yellow onions. I used the magical box that has them diced up for me because I'm a crybaby and onions are bullies. Next, we will need 4 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, and 1 teaspoon of liquid smoke. And finally, our essential oils. We'll be adding 2 drops of lemon oil, 2 drops of lime oil, 1 drop of cinnamon bark, and a whopping 3 drops of cilantro oil, and finally 1 drop of oregano essential oil. Then we blend them all together until the consistency is nice and smooth. I ended up filling 2.5 mason jars with it, so that was cool. Now those are some nice jars of barbecue sauce. Alright, so next we have the Riverboat barbecue sauce with these ingredients. This one's from the Tastes of Home, and I did alter it a bit because some of the ingredients I thought would make it spicy, and it doesn't take much to turn me into a dragon, so I guess it's more like a pond barbecue sauce. Also replaced certain ingredients with their essential oil counterpart. This time we're going to use a saucepan, putting in 1/4 cup of orange juice, 1/2 cup of maple syrup, 1/2 cup of ketchup. Then we take our small wooden plank and just spin the stuff around until they're like an old married couple, which is odd since there's 3 items in here. Next, we'll pour in 1 tablespoon of dried minced onions and put our phone on the side of the frame as we look for the white vinegar. Vinegar, white vinegar, white vinegar. Vinegar, we're done with you. Once we find it, we pour in 1 tablespoon of that white vinegar. Stir that up into the party as we take that phone out of the frame. Thank goodness. Then we add in 1 tablespoon of steak sauce, then 1 teaspoon of mustard. Here's the real fun. We then need 1/2 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, but I couldn't find 1/2 teaspoon, so I had to use 1/4 teaspoon twice. Creative thinking. It was great. Finally, we'll need 1/4 teaspoon of salt. If you spill salt everywhere, it adds more character to the final product. If you are slow like me, then it'll already be boiling by this point. So just turn it down to a simmer once it is boiling, and as the magma is calming down, we're going to add our essential oils. 2 drops of wild orange. I accidentally got 3, but that's okay. Citrus oils, it doesn't matter that much. Next, we're going to take black pepper. Use the lid to carefully pop the orifice off and dip a toothpick into the bottle. My bottle is a bit down, so I had to tilt it for the toothpick to get more oil in it. If you have a new bottle, you don't have to do that. Once we got our toothpick of black pepper, we just swirl it around the sauce and throw that toothpick away. Finally, we put in the 3 garlic cloves. Shake up the party bit with our mini wooden plank again, and let it simmer for 15 minutes so that all the ingredients can just party it out. Once that 15 minutes is up, carefully pick out the garlic cloves, and now you got some nice sauce. Our third and final recipe, here we go. This is just called barbecue sauce. It's from the 5th edition of the Essential Life book. For this one, you'll need all of this, a blender, and a saucepan. Starting with our blender, you're going to pour in 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, if you can get it out, a 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar, 1.5 tablespoons of mustard, a 10-ounce can of tomato sauce, 1 tablespoon of hickory liquid smoke, a 1/2 tablespoon of sea salt, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Then we will need 1 teaspoon of molasses. And then we're just gonna vrr what we got already. If you got a cool blender, you can put on the soup setting and it'll heat it up for you to skip a step. I don't have that, so I get to do all of it. Now that that's done, we're going to put in 2 to 3 drops of black pepper, and finally 1 drop of lemon, and vrr that stuff again. All done. If you got a blender like mine that doesn't have a soup setting, we now get to pour it into a saucepan and heat it up thoroughly. Once everything is properly heated, you got some nice barbecue sauce. Look at that sauce. That's 3 different ways to make your barbecue more delicious. Be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on our barbecue sauce off with Elmer Fudd Games, as he determines which sauce is the sauciest sauce of them all. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep being your awesome selves. Bye!